Hello, guys. This is author Tanisha R. Franklin, the author of the series God Changed My Story. This is day 22 of 31 days of living with kidney failure, and I'm going into part two. So, my topic for today that God gave me was He Won't Fail, and I read from Deuteronomy 31. So, if you are catching part two, please go back and see part one, and you can find part one on my TikTok page. So, if you're seeing this, stop it and go back to part one, and you can kind of get the full story where I'm going into part two. But what I was saying is that sometimes God doesn't give us an answer because we're not ready for the yes and we're not ready for the no. If He says yes, we are afraid to walk out on faith and do what He tells us to do. Because you may say, God, I need a kidney. He may say, well, I need you to go advocate on the corner. I need you to go on the corner and tell people, you talk about your testimony. Go find people and tell them about your testimony. I need you to tell 5 people. That's what 5 means, grace. And once you do that, then I'll give you direction of what's going to happen. And you're like, I'm not going on the corner to do that. This is why He wouldn't give you a yes, because you're not prepared for the yes yet. You're not prepared for whatever God tells you do it. And I say that because God has given me so many things to do beyond this before me finding out about the kidney failure. I've been dealing with it since 2003, but it wasn't this just. I was in stage, I think, 1. Then I went to stage 2. Then when I had my second son in 2014, I was in stage 3. And then all of a sudden, within, I think, from 23, I went from like the top of stage 3 and boom, in the middle of stage 4. Like, my doctor could not be like, where is this coming from, throughout these years. But yet, it got my attention. It got my attention to get back on track with the Lord and to get back where I needed to be. God said, in this season of your life, I'm using you. I'm using you to do things that you've never done. I'm taking you out of your comfort zone. And in order for me to do that, I have to make things uncomfortable for you. And I hear God say that He's making things uncomfortable for some of us because He's bringing us out of our comfort zone. We're so used to just doing things the regular way. We're so used to getting up and working at 8 to 5. We're so used to coming home and cooking for our kids, picking them up from school, doing homework, and then starting it all over. And God said, I'm trying to shift you. I'm trying to shift you into something better than what you're doing. Because as you're doing these things, you're asking me, God, how long is this going to be? How long am I going to be in this season? And God said that in this season, He wants you to know He will never fail you. He hears your prayers. But right now, He wants you to stand still and trust His word and that you are healed. And some of us have been waiting and waiting and waiting. And I'm in it, like I talk about, I'm in a kidney group on Facebook, and some people were on dialysis for 25 years and so on. And sometimes we're waiting when the wait is because of us. God said the kidney is already yours, but there's things that you have to do. Those of you that are dealing with kidney failure, kidney disease, and you know about the kidney transplant list, there's things that we have to do. And we have to do these things to get on the list. And once you're on the list, you have to continue to do these things. If your name come up and you ain't got your pneumonia shot, your COVID shot, or you haven't went and got your yearly checkup like they said, or certain things, then guess what? If that's not something that you can get done within a day, because I think they told me they can only keep a kidney for so long for you. They can call you and be like, okay, we need you here in the morning. If you can't get that test done and they can't get it back before that surgery, you miss out on that kidney. It is our job to do it. It's our job to do these things, to stay on the kidney list. It is our job to do the things that God is asking us to do. And am I saying it's easy? No, because each day the enemy comes to steal, kill, and destroy. He does. Every single day. This morning, oh my God, I had the best morning ever. I got up earlier. I got up at least maybe a half an hour before my alarm went off. And I was in here and I was praying and praying and praying and crying out to God like I have not cried out before. It was the best thing ever. Not saying that my prayers are not great in the morning, but it was just a moment that I had to where I could just cry out. And it wasn't for just me. It was for my kidney group, anybody dealing with kidney disease, everybody that sees these videos. It was a cry out. And God said, I was waiting on it. But guess what? As soon as I got done, the enemy came just like that. Running late, trying to get my son hair done. He trying to get his hair. He has naturally curly hair, but we're trying to get it back moisturized. And it wasn't looking the way he was looking, so he had to sad face. And then something else happened. I don't know. It was just something. My husband had a day off and he was sleeping. I'm like, oh my God, I need you to get up. My blood sugar was low. Like my thing is going on beep, 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 beep. And then I'm getting hot flashes. I'm like, oh my God, I'm shaking. And I'm like, am I going to have to wake my husband up to take my son? I really don't want to wake him up because he was up at 3 a.m. And all these things were going on. But I said, God, let me slow down. Tell me what to do. Drink juice and begin to breathe. And my thing stopped beeping, was able to get his hair done. We were out the house and told him, like, look, in the morning, we're going to have to get it. We'll get it where it needs to be tomorrow. When you get home, I'll work on it. And tomorrow we'll have your hair where it needs to be. But it's a process. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Looks like it was a process for his hair. It's a process for us to do the things that we need to do. We need to stay prayed up. We need to fast. We need to be in our word. And most of all, we need to talk to God. We need to ask God to get in our minds every morning when you wake up. Ask God to get in your mind before you do. Because if you ask him to get in your mind, he will. He'll help you block out those things from the enemy. So I don't want to be too long because this is my part 2. But I pray that you guys are having a blessed night. And I pray that you do have a blessed night. And I also want to thank everybody for your kind comments. It means a lot to me. I'm here to encourage others, but seeing those comments, thank you. I appreciate you guys, because when God told me to do this, I was like, Lord, I only give a video maybe once. They might get one twice a week, 3 at the most. But to get on here to do a video every single day, to open up and then also encourage others through my journey has been amazing for me. I forget sometime, y'all, that I even have this thing. Like I told y'all, I was supposed to have my blood work done last week. I almost forgot that I have an appointment next week. So I have been very encouraged, and I just really thank you guys for all of your comments. I see that people have been following me. Thank you. I'm not on here just to be on here. I'm on here to encourage people. I'm on here to speak life into people. I'm on here to tell you that if God did some things for me, he'll do it for you. And also, guys, I know I was supposed to get it up. I will get it up on tomorrow before the end of the night. I will be doing a book giveaway. I have to get my form all together so you guys can enter the drawing. I'm only taking 25 people. So the first 25 people that go into the drawing, I'm going to pick a name and I'm going to send you a free copy of one of my books. I will show you which book tomorrow. God gave me the book. And so I will be doing that video tomorrow. And each time I do these videos, I will talk about it. So I'm going to do it from tomorrow is when it's going to start up into the 31st of this month. So you have time to get it, but it's the first 25 people. If it goes really quick, then I'll probably raffle off something else before the end of this month. So again, thank you guys. I pray that you have a blessed night, and I will talk to you guys on tomorrow. Bye.